What's up, Buttercup? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is accompanied by coffee because I did not sleep well last night. And I'm on my second cup. But I'm Nicole. I am a booktuber, of course, but I'm also a indie writer. And today's video is actually inspired by a community post that I did a couple of days ago. Very spur of the moment. And I didn't think it would get as much love as it did, but here we are today. We're gonna do it in video form. This has happened quite a few times recently. I just kind of don't think about filming myself as a writer. I think about writing it out. But I know a lot of people don't see community posts, so I want to talk about OCD and BookTube and discussing mental health and creator expectations. Specifically OCD because I have diagnosed OCD and I have many other things. So one could say I'm a superstar in mental illnesses, mental disorders, and neurological disorders. Not only do I have OCD, but I have depression, generalized anxiety disorder, PTSD, and ADHD. And in subtypes within the anxiety sphere, I have social anxiety and driving phobia. Well, I noticed a couple days ago that I was giving into compulsions. The basics of OCD is that you have an intrusive thought, image, or feeling, and to get rid of that anxiety or stress, you do compulsions. Those compulsions do not fix the problem, they just make it worse. So there is a temporary anxiety relief, but really it is a cycle that does not end unless you stop or you don't do a compulsion. It's been really tricky lately because I was sick for 2.5 weeks. I still am kind of sick. And then this year has just been terrible, honestly. And therefore, I did not realize that my OCD was acting up, focusing itself on to my BookTube channel. The subtypes that I am currently dealing with are perfectionism OCD and numbers OCD. I have been checking my analytics way too much. I'm looking at numbers and I am trying to make my thumbnails perfect in every way possible. So there are many different subtypes at this moment. Those are the two that are working closely together. Yeah, because of everything going on. I was doing compulsions regarding numbers OCD and perfectionism OCD, and therefore regarding those two subtypes and trying to somehow in some way fix whatever was wrong with my channel. I was looking at numbers too much, which is hilarious because I have a math disability where the numbers switch all the time. So it's not even probably accurate numbers that I'm looking at. But, you know, the brain is doing the brain thing. Doesn't really make sense all the time. And then the perfection OCD is trying to work out how to make it more engaging and user-friendly and audience-friendly, and oh my god, you're ruining your whole entire life if you don't listen to me, and that means you need to perfect your titles, your thumbnails, and the analytics will come along the way, and what's wrong with you? And how can you be so stupid that you can't figure this out? And on and on and on. And if you don't think that that is not what it sounds like, oh, sweet summer child, you are lucky. You do basically have a voice in your head when you have OCD and other mental illnesses, but specifically we're talking about OCD here. You do have a voice in your head that is basically talking to you and saying and showing you and making you feel horrible, terrible things. Because there is just a malfunction in the brain when it comes to OCD, and it thinks that it's protecting you. But no, really, you're driving me up the wall. Can you stop talking? OCD attaches itself to things that you care about or that go against your morals. I care about my channel. I've had it for many, many years. I care about the people that I interact with all the time and new people all the time. So yes, of course, that's going to latch on to my channel when I have no control over basically anything that is happening right now, because my husband and I are having really difficult times and have had prolonged difficult times with no let up. So I am not surprised. I'm just annoyed that I didn't catch it sooner. But yeah, no surprise that my OCD is acting up. I have all of those mental illnesses, mental disorders, neurological disorders, but I have been subclinical for many, many years, as in I have little to no side effects or symptoms, and it does not affect my life. I'm probably on the border right now because it is affecting my life, specifically OCD and the generalized anxiety disorder more so than usual. But again, I am not surprised because it has been a constant level 8 to 10 stress levels for many, many months. I'm kind of surprised that the mental issues have not popped up sooner. But yeah, it decided to connect for whatever illogical reason to YouTube. Probably because technically, in some way, there is a sense of, well, if you do these things, whatever it would be, then you could technically get better and connect with more people. And why wouldn't you want to do that? Well, okay. I see where you're going with this. OCD is nicknamed the what if disorder. There's a lot of what ifs in the world. There will always be what ifs, but it is impossible, absolutely impossible, to answer those what ifs. And I'm kind of surprised. No, not really. I guess I shoulda, woulda, coulda caught myself, because for a good week and a half, probably 2 weeks at this point, I was really checking those numbers and I was really obsessing over those thumbnails. And I was getting very, very anxious. And I'm still not satisfied with my thumbnails. I think a lot of it has to do with my OCD just berating me that they're not going to be perfect. They're not perfect. What is wrong with you? How can you not catch on to how to do thumbnails? And also, why are your titles so poo-poo? I'm just like, girl, take a break. But I know she's not going to take a break. I'm going to take a break and drink some coffee to, I don't know. I just need a cup. One moment. But mulling it over, I think there are a few reasons why I can't seem to match other people's thumbnail styles, even after so many years on BookTube. I'm going to bring out my handy dandy notebook because I'm going to get this right. Number one, I do not have fancy programs like Photoshop, and I don't want to, nor can I pay for those fancy programs. So I am left with Canva Pro, which is not bad. It's just that those really bright, fancy, in-your-face, really engaging thumbnails are Photoshop 9 times out of 10. Number two, this is for fun, and I make a few bucks a month from my channel, so hiring an editor or creator that focuses on churning out all my thumbnails would not make sense. Number three, and this might sound stupid, I don't know, but I'm going for it. I honestly think my mind doesn't work like others do regarding thumbnail creation, in the sense that I do not like clutter. It gives me a lot of anxiety. And I like being straightforward with not just the thumbnails and keeping it pretty minimal. And yeah, colorful, but I'm just not with the clutter and, 6 different images with really bright fonts and all that stuff, but also titles as well. I don't really do clickbaity titles, but a lot of people do it and a lot of people love it. Morally, I just can't do clickbaity titles, and also I just don't do clickbaity thumbnails. Titles and thumbnails are the two huge pulls on YouTube to get someone to click on your video. And that is every single genre on YouTube. It does not even need to be just about BookTube. It's all about your title and your thumbnail. It is what it is. This is the internet. It is oversaturated. Oh my God, how many videos are there uploaded per second on YouTube? So many. So it has gotten very trendy, very many times expensive, very clickbaity, very negative. Because yes, negativity does sell more than positivity. And even those minimalist videos on YouTube, oh, there are trends for that as well. No genre on YouTube is special in the sense that they can overcome these trends and what not to do to get clicks and all that stuff. That's the tea. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wait. That's the coffee. Lastly, number 4, my setup isn't picture perfect, including my bookcases, so it's hard to photograph and have it translate well in a picture that can then be used as a background thumbnail. And I have tried. I know so many people absolutely love my bookshelves. It might be because it's metal / light-ish wood, but it's not real wood. Okay, these bookshelves are less than $100 each. It's called being cheap, y'all. Okay? And they aren't very tall, and yeah, you can see they're not very wide. It doesn't picture very well. I have tried, I'm gonna say at least 50 times to make it look cute or good or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't work. And it could be because I'm not a photographer. And yes, I do have a lot of knickknacks, but I have tried without the knickknacks and it still does not work, okay? But I enjoy my setup. It is real. It is not a extra room in my big house just for filming. And no, I have not put thousands of dollars into my office, like overall office, because when I live stream, you can see my whole office. Sorry, I maybe have, if I'm including everything, maybe $1,500, but that's over the course of 8 years. You see those really, really fancy backgrounds in studios. Yeah, those are like minimum 5,000 drop-in right there. If not up to 15,000. Girl, I would love to have any of those thousands because then I can pay my damn bills. Obviously, I don't. And therefore, I'm here. As I said, but it's a good reminder. OCD latches onto things you care about or things that go against your morals. I care about my channel. So in this case, my OCD is latching on to the first option. There's no reasoning or outsmarting OCD. It's never going to happen. I have to accept the uncertainty that nothing will be perfect, and all I can do is control my actions, not other people's responses or actions. And yes, that includes accepting the fact that there are not going to be as many people clicking on my videos. For what reason? I don't know, because I don't know these people. Not even a survey will get enough information for me to understand why or why not someone's clicking on my videos. And I cannot control the YouTube algorithm. I can try to play its game up to a certain extent. But like I said, there are things that I will not put on my channel and I will not do that have always been arguably for other people, but not in my sense, that is hurting my channel. I must sit with the uncertainty and not push away these uncomfortable feelings, and I need to not give into the compulsion of checking my analytic section under YouTube Studios every 3 minutes, because yes, I actually realized what I was doing and I kind of timed it and I'm like, oh girl, stop it. Nothing has changed. But OCD is saying, well, what if something has changed? What if? I cannot answer those questions. It sucks. It sucks so much. But logic, OCD doesn't know it. No concept of logic. And I know doing all of that, because I'm actively doing it, is very hard right now because my OCD is telling me I cannot ever succeed if I don't do what it's demanding of me, as in giving into compulsions and checking the numbers and trying somehow to perfect these thumbnails in any way, shape, or form, and making myself mad over I'm not good enough because somehow that connects with thumbnails. Okay, girl. My situation is very unique because I have a mental disorder nicknamed the what if disorder, and I have to manage it for the rest of my life. There is no cure. And these obsessions can be the dumbest thing imaginable. You know, mental illnesses and mental disorders aren't based in logic, they're just silly. I think the recent conversations, however, with people that do not have OCD but are still facing the engagement issue and feeling lost on their BookTube channel and how to make things better for them is very pertinent. I don't mind sharing all the ways my mind is an absolute dumpster fire, or else I wouldn't be filming right now. Cheers to that. But I love that dumpster fire. It's part of me. It's where I have grown into the person that I am, and I will continue to grow because we've come to an understanding, my silly little brain and I. I often troll my brain / myself all the time, especially OCD, and I can feel the stop immediately when I troll my OCD, which would be self-exposure response prevention therapy. This is a advanced technique. So anyone, if you happen to have OCD, I do things a little differently because I've been subclinical for so long, but I will troll the shit out of my brain and I can feel it in my body, and I can sometimes even picture it in my mind, which is hilarious. It's the surprise Pikachu face. And then it will go away. I need to surprise Pikachu myself regarding the thumbnails and the checking of the numbers because, come on, get it together. Let's all remember that these conversations over what and what not to do on your BookTube channel are real concerns. My brain is just naturally weird. And it's okay to mull over stuff when you feel stuck. And y'all, I am very stuck right now and have been for a long time. And it's therefore no surprise whatsoever that I am struggling with mental illness issues. But finishing things off, remember what Mr. Rogers said. I'm proud of you. You know that? I hope you do. And I'm proud of all of you too. I'm proud of people being vulnerable. I am proud of you for trying. And I am proud to say that you are perfect just the way you are, even when you feel like nothing is going right for you. I'm proud of you because you're doing the best that you can. And aren't we all at this point? Thank you so much for joining me today. I will post in the description box and in the comment section some resources for OCD, because maybe you are relating to what I've said and you have not been diagnosed, or maybe you have a loved one that sounds eerily familiar. I want you or your loved one to get the help that they need. So information on OCD down below. How are you all doing? Are you doing okay with your channel? What are your thoughts? I'd love to know. But keep it nice or else I might throw stale bread at you. Okay? I'm still a little grumpy from having COVID for 2.5 weeks. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. Read, write, do whatever you need to do for self-care. Bye.